Hey everybody, Christina here. Sorry, my internet connection was bad on the other video, so I turned it off and I restarted it. So hopefully some of you guys will hop on. I'm really excited tonight to talk about host coaching. I really am super passionate about host coaching because I have personally seen the results from host coaching. So if you're not host coaching, hopefully this video will help. But we're going to do host coaching in two parts. The first part tonight is going to be why host coach and what do we have in our packets, or what do I have in my host coaching packets. And then also I'm going to talk about a tracker sheet that I kind of came up with that I used from Pampered Chef. And then I'm going to do another video in a couple days, and it's going to be about how to communicate with your host and all of those tips. Okay, so here we go. Host coaching and why is it important? Host coaching is super important because the number one complaint we get from hosts about their parties is that they didn't have enough communication with hey Miranda, with their consultant. So host coaching is key. So host coaching is going to be where you are going to connect with your host. It's going to be where you plan the party, how many people they have coming, all of that stuff. Host coaching is a lot of different things, so that's why I'm going to break it up. Okay, I'm getting lots of messages. I think I'm in the right place. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what I have in my host packet. I'm going to also post pictures below. I'll post my whole host coaching training that I have for my team. And yeah, so we're just gonna get started because I want to keep this under 10 minutes because I have dinner in the oven. But anyway, that's besides the point. Hey girl, how are you? Okay, so what do I have in my cooking show host packet? First of all, I want to tell you the first step to success is being prepared. So make about 25 host packets. Yes, I said 25 host packets at one time. If you pay somebody to do your paperwork, go ahead and give them that task and make 25 host packets at once. This way you're all set up for the season. Okay. Hey Erin, make sure I can you just let me know you can hear me and everything is good? Okay, cool. Okay, so my host coaching packet for cooking shows looks like this. I also use the folder that Pampered Chef provides that you can purchase on the supply order, but this one I started using my girlfriendshouse.com bags. Again, this is the 9x12 size. Okay, so in here, I'm just going to pull this out. If you don't use the folders, you can also print out these, what are these things called? The party planners from Consultant's Corner. And I just print them two-sided, and I print them on cardstock, like a heavier paper. And sometimes I use colors, so you just never know. You can kind of arrange them or print them out, like maybe pink is going to be June and purple is going to be May, or whatever you want to do. I also have in my host packet a recipe option sheet. Okay, I also have in here, so these are all ready to go when I'm at parties. So I have a bunch of not recipe cards, but invitations in here, and then sometimes I throw in some mini catalogs. And then later on, I send them a whole sheet of labels with their party information, and they can just stick them right on there. Yes, HP Ink program. So HP Instant Ink is a great print program. That's what I use. You have to have an HP printer that's compatible, but go to hpinstantink.com, and I have the $9.99 program. $9.99, yeah, $10 a month, and I get 300 copies per month, and it's only $10 a month, and they send you free ink for your printer, so it's genius. Okay, so if you don't have some Insta ink, you need to get some. I got my printer at Best Buy. It was like $149, but it was totally worth it. And they have all different plans. They have plans that are $2.99 for like 50 copies per month, and then I think $4.99 for 100 copies a month. So, okay, so postcards. I also have in here a kit credit because your host is going to be your #1 recruit that you should sign up. I also have in here a little brochure about our kits, and then I have 3 catalogs, and then I also have the host special flyer printed out, and I have some of the yep, what are these things called? Order forms from the website. I go to the guest section where you can go to promotions and go to guest and print out the order forms, okay? So that is everything that's in my host packet for a cooking party, okay? So, and then the 3 catalogs, I think I said that. All right, so that is all in here. Now, the key to having these made up is so that you bring them to your parties and you're ready when somebody wants to book a party, you can give them their host packet right there, okay? And you could start their host coaching right away. You know, when they're excited, it's just such a better overall party. And what better way to get them excited from the very beginning? But you can make, yes, you can make the packets without the host specials. So I actually have a little folder here, and I keep all my host specials in here for the months. And then if a new special came out, like June just came out, I'll print a bunch of those, put them in my packet, and bring it with me to my parties. Yes. Also, when I mail, and I'm going to talk about it in the next video, but when I mail them the labels, I actually, if they don't have the host special, I would just fold those in there and throw them in there. So that's a great tip. Okay, so virtual parties, how am I doing on time? I think I'm good. Virtual parties are very similar, but you guys, just because you're doing virtual parties does not mean that you don't host coach, okay? You do it the same way. They still get a packet, okay? So this is my virtual party packet. So virtual hosts, they get a little bit of different things, but mostly the same. They don't get the recipe options, and they their party planner is a little different. They do have catalog virtual party planners on Consultants Corner as well. Yes, so this one is for the catalog party, so it just has a line for collect orders by and then their link. So the other one has like the time, the date, all that stuff. But as you can see, we kind of circled some things on the packet. Make a product wish list, you want them to do that, and then also about the specials. But I also have a letter in here. The virtual party packet pretty much has a party planning sheet, 3 catalogs, order forms, the host special, the kit credit, coupon, the Life's Taste Great brochure, a host letter, the invites, and mini catalogs or postcards. So what I normally do for my parties, my virtual parties, is I would give them, and I learned this from my friend Erin, she gives them 9 mini catalogs, and I've been doing this, 9 mini catalogs, and I print the little label with their party information. If anybody wants to order outside of the virtual party, they have all the information they need to order, okay? So that is what is in the host packet, okay? On my next video in a couple of days, I'm going to talk about the rest of the information about host coaching and, you know, how to connect with your host. But really quick, I want to go over this host coaching planner tracking sheet, okay? So what I've done is I took the planner that's on Consultants Corner and I wrote in all the steps that I like to do for my parties. So I'll post the links to these as well. And I have one for my cooking parties and then one for my virtual parties, okay? So I have 2 folders, one cooking, one virtual, okay? So on this little tracker, let me show you the virtual one real quick. On the actually, I'll just show you the cooking one, it's right here. So on the tracker, you write all your hosts' names. I actually have all the dates in there because I only do parties on certain days. I plan out my parties ahead of time and I write them on here. And then when they book, they write it in my calendar here. So the host would go into my book, find a date that they want to do, and they write their name with their information. And then they go on my host tracking sheet. So I would write their name and address, the date, the time, and then I would check off as I do the tasks for their party. So I make sure I don't miss anything. I also have on here like the recipe, what recipe they chose. Did I send them the ingredient list? And then over here is after party. Okay, so did I send them a thank you? You know, did I close the party? You know, those are simple steps, but you know, doesn't it feel good when you check something off? So that's why I have a step system for every party. So did I set it up on the website? Did I set up their Facebook party? Did I send them a host packet? You know, all of those things are on the sheet, and I'll share those links with you after this video. Okay, so you guys, this is a lot of information, but what it pretty much just tells you is that I have a system. So systems are very important. Systems are the oil to your business. So when you have systems, everything runs smoothly. You kind of do this host coaching thing. Yeah, they also hold you accountable. But getting a phone call. Systems really help the party just kind of go smoothly, because when you have a system, you can just kind of stay the course, stay on track, and everything gets done. So same thing for host coaching. You have to have a system. If you're not host coaching, your parties are probably not as many attendants as you want to be. They're probably under the average show party total. You know, you're probably not happy with the results. You're probably not getting bookings. So host coaching really helps boost attendance. It boosts those party sales. It boosts your bookings. It boosts your recruits. So why wouldn't you want all of that stuff? It really makes a difference when you show up at the party ready to book parties, more parties. So when you go to work, right? It's going to be, you're not going to be on the phone all the time trying to book other parties. You're just going to work when you go to work. So I book 99% of my parties at my parties because I'm prepared, I'm intentional, I have the host packets with me ready to go, and you know, it's just so much easier when you don't even have to think about it because it's a system. I hope all of this makes sense, you guys. I think I'm right around 10 minutes. Does anybody have any questions on this first section of host coaching? Anybody? Are we good? I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I know there's a delay. On the next video on Thursday, I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about how to communicate with your host. I use a letter system. I send them letters 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, and 1 week out. So it's just different ways to communicate with your host and things like that. So I don't think there's any questions. Okay, cool. If you guys have any questions after this video, let me know. Be sure you check out that video that Erin posted a little bit ago about our challenge and about the hashtag Pop It. I mean, how much fun is that, right? Okay, guys, my dinner, I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to go. But if anybody has any questions, let me know. And I'll post all my documents and stuff that goes along with this first section of host coaching in just a little bit. Okay, guys, have a great night. Bye.